Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday, the 15th of January. How are you? And you, but especially you doing tonight? What are you all grateful for? Welcome. I am so excited to be here. I can't believe it is already the halfway through January. Can you believe that? This month is flying by. We have been working on so many things. It has been really exciting, all the things we're working on. Hey, Lou, how are you? Happy Wednesday. Good evening. Hope all is well in Iowa. Carrie, good to have you here live. Hope all is well in Florida and Iowa. Florida and Iowa tonight. First up, Iowa beats Florida. I don't know if that was football. That probably not. There would be some fighting words in that, but you know, it's always fun to see who gets on first. Always fun. Who's on first? You're on first. I was on first. Yeah, I can't do Abbott and Costello, and that probably shows. Hey, Newfoundland is on. All right. I thought of you today, Karen. I was writing a message, and next week I'm traveling, and I'm in multiple time zones. And Karen is in the weirdest time zone that I've ever. She's an hour and a half from East Coast. Hour and a half ahead, I think. Oh, it's all good, Karen. I love you. And actually, I showed up in my thing the other day. It's been 5 years since I've been to your store. Um, but it was. I thought of it because I was, I'm working on my schedule for next week, and I had to tell somebody, you know, the first half of the week, I'm actually an hour ahead of East Coast time. Uh, and The second half of the week, I'm an hour behind East Coast time, but I'm never on East Coast time next week. So next week, I'm on all different time zones, and it's just kind of wonky. Kind of wonky. And yeah, 5 years. 5 years. Look at all that we have done in 5 years. It is pretty freaking amazing. It is pretty freaking amazing all that has happened. Oh, we'd love to. We'd love to. We're trying to figure out where we're going away. We're coming up on 30 years this May. 30 years this May, and so we've been talking about taking a trip, just her and I, and doing something. So I don't know what we're gonna do. We've talked about a cruise. We've talked about different things, but especially since our 25th was basically washed out, not only by COVID itself, but because I was working 24 hours a day during COVID, like many of you, but I was supporting, everybody. Uh, that's what you say. Everybody says the opposite season of when I come to their store is beautiful. They said that in Vancouver, British Columbia. They say that in Newfoundland. They say, "Oh, it's so much nicer here in Naples when you're not here in the middle of August." It's funny, but that's when people can work on their business. That's what the exciting thing, Angie and I so enjoy when we get to spend time in person. We were talking about that with somebody today, yesterday, and how we really love that and really, really, enjoy that. But these moments where we get to connect virtually, and our virtual time is kind of ridiculous. Angie's putting together. We pulled our last year's Zoom stats the other day, and it's really interesting the amount of time we spend with you all on Zoom, and that doesn't even include these. But let's get started tonight. Our unique daily quotes is how we start. Let me open the book and see where we are. tonight, da-da-da-da. Ooh, I like this. We can choose courage or we can choose comfort, but we can't have both. You can choose courage or comfort, but you can't have both. There you go. So we have been talking goals this month because it's January and it's sort of that time of the year where you start planning, where you're thinking about how you're going to advance you, how you're going to grow yourself, how you're going to grow your business. And part of that challenge all along has been trying to get you to focus on 3 to 5 personal and 3 to 5 business goals. And I know that's hard. It's incredibly hard. It's hard for us. Okay. Angie and I have been talking about it for our next level goals. And Angie, April, and I actually have all three been talking about it. But it is hard. Okay. No denying it. 100%. It's hard to get that focus and to do that. So I understand that, and it's really hard. It's really hard for an entrepreneur to separate business and personal, to separate that they have an identity outside their store. And actually, I was talking to one business owner today who was really struggling with that. And, they're like, well, I need to sell my business because I have to do everything all the time. And I'm walking them through why they don't need to do that. And they're in a completely different industry, but reached out to me because they knew me from different things to help guide them through that path. But it is so common that you become the resale person. You become that expert. You become that. I mean, shoot, one of my identities is the pink calculator. I got on a plane one time was it last year? And they're like, oh my God, the stewardess was like, oh my God, the pink calculator is on my plane. And the lead flight attendant. She had a former career in resale. And so I walk in at not as Neil, but as the pink calculator. And so we have these moments, okay, in that. But it is so important to have personal goals. Maybe that is to take a vacation. Maybe that's to have every Saturday off or Wednesday during the week. Maybe that's to turn your phone off for a week. Turn your phone off. But these things, your business should not end because you are not there. Your business should not end because you are not there. That is a key point, but it's also a important thing as you develop your own goals. Okay, goals for you. Spend more time with family. Just booked 3 weeks away. Yeah, but that's awesome. It is scary when you do that. It is scary when you do that, Karen. I know if ands or buts. It's scary, but it is incredibly powerful and it's rejuvenating. You have to fill up your cup. You have to refill. You have to take care of you, so that you can take care of others, so that you can take care of the business, so you can work on driving that forward. Sometimes you just have to sit and chill. I laid down, the extra week is bonus. That's awesome. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. We get away. Getting away from everything is good for your body, good for your mind, good for your soul. It is good for you and your relationships outside of work. I mean, even today, I just, the dog and I laid down in the middle of the afternoon. We just laid down for an hour, and hitting pause or stop on everything else, is a great recharge on things. But, as we've been talking goals, we've certainly been talking about SMART goals, specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, and time-based. Okay. So again, a goal of saying, and I know for some of you I'm beating a dead horse, but that repetition is what makes it happen. Okay. So a simple goal, but not a SMART goal would be a personal goal might be I want to lose weight. A business goal might be I want to increase sales. Well, both those are goals, but they're goal without a direction. Okay, they're goal without any specifics. Okay, so they're missing the first part of SMART, specific. Okay, well, a goal that I want to lose 25 pounds now is specific. A goal that I want to increase sales by 10% is now specific. Okay, both are also measurable because it's time-based. I want to do that this year. I want to lose 25 pounds this year. Well, that's a pound every other week. I want to increase sales 10%, or let's call it $50,000. Well, that's around $1,000 a week. Okay. Now they are specific. They are measurable. Okay. They are attainable. Okay. They are not beyond the realm of you reaching it. They're not so close that it's right here, but it's not so impossible that if you climb that mountain, you can't do it. Okay, it is doable. People have done it before you, so it is doable. It's both those goals could be relevant to you. Okay, those are two common goals that people set. So that can be relevant, and it is time based. So we hit all the things of a SMART goal with that. Okay. But one of the things that we lose focus on, and I've talked about this a little bit as well, is where we are. Okay? Where are we? And because if we know where we are, okay, think your GPS again. I refer back to Waze or Google Maps or your GPS a lot because it is that compass that guides us. Okay? On our path to our goals. And as we go to them, we have to know where we're starting from. So, the great thing with the two examples I just gave is I want to lose 25 pounds or I want to increase sales 10%. Well, what are my sales that I'm trying to increase? In the example I gave, I said 10% or $50,000. So sales must be $500,000 last year, if that were the case. If I want to lose 25 pounds, I didn't say what I weigh right now. I didn't say whether I weigh 100 pounds or 300 pounds. Okay, so you don't even know where we're starting from. Okay, you have no concept of where to start the map, where to go. But I also want to talk about the destination. So starting point is incredibly important. But what I haven't talked about is the destination. And I'll admit that I haven't, I have my analogy for this, and it may not be perfect. So work with me as I revise it on the fly. But that's kind of what your GPS does. If I said, let's meet at McDonald's, you'd be like, great. If we are in the same town, okay, McDonald's. Well, that sounds great. But we're starting from two different ends of town. Okay? And maybe you think I meant the McDonald's in the next town over because that's really the one. If we are in any city USA and I tell you to meet me at McDonald's, small town USA, okay, and your store's on one side, I'm on the other side. We both know our starting points. Okay, we both know our destination is McDonald's. Okay, but there's a McDonald's in the city on this side of me, There's a McDonald's on this city on the other side of you, and there's a McDonald's in the center of our city that we both live in. Okay? That's 3 McDonald's choices. Okay? But we weren't specific. So we have a goal of getting together for lunch today. It wasn't about the food because we're meeting at McDonald's. Okay? It's about being together and having time together. And we're meeting at McDonald's, and we could both show up at 2 entirely different McDonald's because we're only in a small town. We're like, the McDonald's. We're in small town USA. But from your starting point, there's ones in different directions. So you want to make sure you set your GPS, okay, on the right goal. Because otherwise, you may end out in the wrong place. You may end out at the top of your mountain. You may end out at McDonald's in this example. Okay? But if it's not the right McDonald's for you, it isn't serving you or your life or your business. Okay? Because there are multiple destinations. There are multiple mountains you could be climbing. And if you lead your team, if you lead your family, if you lead your team, if you go up the wrong mountain, you may have to recalculate and retrace your steps back down to get to the right place. So not only is it important to know where you are, not only is it important to know what you want to accomplish and have it be relevant and time-based and specific, but it's important to map it out, okay? To map it out where we're going, what that looks like. Quite honestly, what it feels like when you get there, okay? You know, Karen, I'm going to pick on Karen for a second here, since she's here live tonight. You know, booked out 3 weeks and talked about that extra week is scary. She's going someplace she knows. Okay. She's going someplace she's been before, going someplace she usually spends 2 weeks. But now she has this 3rd week. And what is that going to mean for her business, for her personal life, for everything? Okay. Mapping that out. Okay. She's got the first part done. She's got the first part done. The trip is planned. It's on the calendar. It's done. Boom. Okay, the first part is done. Okay, but it's not done. Okay, now the scary part gets to begin. What do we do with that so that it fills her life? Okay, what do we plan for that so that the continuity of the business is not interrupted? That continues to move forward. Okay? And that we make sure that we're pursuing the right dream, that we're pursuing the right goal, we're pursuing the right McDonald's. Okay? That we are headed to the right place. And I think about all the people that are on here live, you know, some of the people that have commented that I know are on here live tonight. Okay? And the towns that you're in that I've been to. You know, Clinton, Iowa. That story could be, we could be talking that. Okay. Where Carrie's story is in Titusville, Florida. We could be talking that. Okay. You know, all these things, you know, are there. Right. You've got a plan there, Karen, because your students who can run the store are back. Okay. They're capable, competent, and empowered, and it allows you to recharge you, okay, and to reconnect with you and charge you in a different way, recharge you in a different way, and that's pretty freaking amazing. That is pretty freaking amazing. So, but that is the goal. That is the part of this, okay? So we have to have our goals. We have to know where we are. We have to know where we're going, and we have to map it out. We have to actually map it out. We have to do that process okay, of what ways or MapQuest isn't one that most people use anymore. Google Maps actually do when they calculate how you should travel that route, okay, and how you should do it, knowing the fact that you may have to recalculate along the way, okay, but you shouldn't have to recalculate your whole route if you plan it correctly. And planning, Angie's not on here tonight, but Angie's the planner, okay, and the queen of planning, and she is all about that and laying that out and doing that. So knowing that and doing that allows some great opportunity for you to grow and to actually achieve your goals. Because this isn't just about putting a goal down. This isn't just about saying, I want to lose weight this year or I want to increase my sales 10%. This is about what concrete steps are you going to do to break this down and achieve it over the next year, over the next 6 months, over whatever period you set. Because these are your goals. They're personal. Okay. They're personal. They're personal to you. They're personal to your business. So what steps are you, going to do to make that happen? So that's what's so important in this. And that's what I want you to digest. I know some of you have been rewatching these videos because it really is a digestion. You haven't thought about your own goals this way before. You just say, well, I want to increase sales, or, I want to go visit Aunt Sally this year. I want to do something. It's about making it happen. There's a reason we call things make it happen. Okay, there's a reason, okay, that we do this and make it happen. So I want you to think hard about that and look at that as you revisit the goals you're listing out. And again, 3 to 5 personal, 3 to 5 business, not 35. Okay, and they are not tasks; they are goals. Okay. The tasks are some of the steps we're going to do to get there. But we got this. We got this. You know what else we got? This video and everything I talk about. This video and everything I talk about goes over to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store where you can like, comment, subscribe. And oh yeah, ring the bell, ring it so you know when another one drops. You can also share it with all your friends in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can help everybody run a better business. I am here every Sunday and Wednesday at More 8 Than Ish. Sunday and Wednesday at More 8 Than Ish. But if you have a question in between, just email me, Neil, Neil, at nextlevelresale.com, Neil at nextlevelresale.com. I will not be on this coming Sunday and Wednesday because I will be traveling Sunday and Wednesday, and I'll post some highlights of the trip, and it's going to be, I'm excited. For the upcoming trips, even though I'm not great with time zone changes. But what zone is Neil in? But I'm excited to be traveling. But I will share that with you guys. You never know. Angie or April might pop on here live on Sunday and Wednesday instead of me. So you may get a surprise Angie or April visit, maybe a combo. Who knows? But I will be in the air, I think both times when I'm supposed to be on here. So but we'll make up for it. I'll make up for it when I get back. I will be returning Sunday the 26th. Am I back? I think so. I forget what time my flight gets back. I might not be back till. Oh, actually, hang on a second. I'm not back till the 29th. I'm off the next 3 ones. But I'm back on the 29th, so I will be back the 29th live. We start the show every night with our daily quotes. I read you the first one, our closing quote. Courage is about learning how to function despite the fear, to put aside your instincts, to run or give in completely to the anger born from fear. Courage is about using your brain and your body, your brain and your heart when every cell of your body is screaming at you to fight or flee, and then following through on what you believe is the right thing to do. There you go, people. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah even. We will party again. We will party in person. I know somebody's planning a Make It Happen coming up this year. But until then, and until the 29th at More Eat Than Ish, know that you, but most importantly you, yes, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you soon.